Hey, you're watching Three Dudes That Game, and to the left of me is
Cots94.
and to the right.
Camel Killer.
And Cots, go ahead and explain what this current video is going to be.
A Call of the Dead strategy, a work in progress. Something we think we've come up with that's pretty good.
Yeah, we actually stumbled across it by just like messing around on the game. This is like the second time we actually played Call of the Dead.
Right.
I actually like it. What do you guys think?
With our strategy, I'm beginning to like it a little better.
Yeah, and I think George Romero sucks. I hate him.
The map's a little big, and George Romero is a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
We kill him quite a few times in this game, and he still comes back to life, which I hate.
Alright, so here we go. This is the first part of our strategy. We're going to run up here, unlock this portion, and the whole thing's going to be fast-forwarded, but we slow it down a little bit to show you where we're going.
Yeah, just pick up a standard gun in the beginning, right? Just
Right.
to have an automatic weapon.
You actually don't have to pick up that one because they'll have the AK-74U where
That's
we're going.
the one I usually go with.
We're going to the bottom right of the lighthouse. If you're looking at the lighthouse when you first start, in this area right here is basically where our whole strategy starts.
Yeah, Cots had actually, and Camo had actually, when they got here, we just happened to spend one round one night here, and we're like, you know what? This is kind of like the base in Ascension you can kind of hang out at.
Right.
You know? This slide is very important.
Oh yeah, I like to hang out in the area right after the slide, and I keep George occupied while everybody sits down right below the hill.
One person has to keep George occupied, right, Cots? I mean,
Right.
do you agree with that? Another thing
You
is...
can see we're actually going to show you right here. We're waiting for George to get up to us.
Yeah.
See, we're all up here waiting. That way he'll stay up here.
Yeah, it's easy to keep George occupied and kill the few zombies that spawn over there.
And
Which
I
is
mean,
what I can do.
where did we get to on this first go at this strategy?
Level 17.
Yeah, and 17 is actually respectable, guys, if it's your first go. I think that when we keep doing the strategy, I think we'll get to 30. You know?
So there you go. Camel has George up there, and the three of us are just going to stay in this little area right now. And you can see where I'm standing. They spawn from the ground right in front of me. So where Drake is standing...
All right.
Sorry.
It's cooking.
All right.
I like this one.
So anyway, once again, where Drake's standing, he's watching that doorway, and Liram is actually watching the stairs coming down from the lighthouse.
If I could make a tidbit, I actually hate that spot because in the first couple rounds you're fine, but I've noticed if you don't have enough power, like a powerful weapon, they'll start to crowd you right there, and it's kind of like that spot in Ascension where. Remember where that place we used to stand where it was kind of bad if they bunched you up?
Right.
So I actually say for the beginning rounds have someone there, but after a while, like,
I think
leave.
I think before level 10 you actually moved.
Yeah.
And also, if you see someone get past you, just let that person know that they have one coming up on their right-hand side.
Yeah, we actually saved ourselves a couple times by yelling that we had someone behind you, you know?
And if you ever get in trouble like we just did, we just go up and take the slide down.
Yeah, and if you have a whole bunch of zombies, you'll see later in the strategy, pull them into the water. They start freezing, you know? And that actually helps a lot. Okay, in case they've never played Call of the Dead, I guess we can tell them a little bit about the spotlights.
Hang on, we're going to the second part right now. We're actually going to turn the power on. And we don't run all the way back to the first part. We just open that barrier that's right to the left of where our whole strategy begins. So we go in the second part of the ship.
And I gotta say, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's where the Jugnog is.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
We're going to show that in a little while. But now we're at the beginning of the map, so we'll just buy this. It's basically our new circle from Kino.
Yeah. Now, Cots, can you tell them a little bit about what, if you just started playing Call of the Dead, what all the lights mean?
Okay, all the lights. When you first start, if you look up in the sky, you'll see a beam of light going into the sky. That's where the box is going to be. And once you turn the power on, you'll actually see the lighthouse light start to work. And you see how this lightning just happened? If you look up at the lighthouse, you'll see the lighthouse light start going all crazy.
I know, I was trying to figure out what the hell that was.
Yeah,
it'll actually focus on one point on the map.
And what is that?
And that's where your Pack-a-Punch is.
Okay, very cool. So that's just a good tidbit you to know if you just started playing it. You know, Call of the Dead is a little different from the other maps.
Right. So here is where the Juggernog is. It's on the second portion of the ship, all the way in the back.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Sucks.
So here we go back at our main location, and we're actually going to show you an entire level of how we hold things off here.
Yeah.
It's really important, too, for those two people. Like, you see Drake and you see Cots. It's really important to actually have two people who are not going to keep bumping into each other.
Right.
Yeah,
it sucks you don't get to see me on the other side, you know.
Yeah, it does suck. Camo actually, for a long time, was on babysitting the babysitting committee.
Do you want to tell them what you do to actually hold George up there? Do you do anything special?
They spawn in 2 spots around the island.
Okay.
They come out the ground in 2 spots, one on the left, one on the right. I just run back and forth looking to see if they pop up, and I try to stay away from George as much as possible. And then they spawn 1 spot in the water, probably out to your right, just outside of the tunnel, and then they come from inside the tunnel. So it's kind of easy to keep track of everything.
All right. And guys, if you see that beam in the upper left corner, that's the beam coming from the lighthouse that shows you where the Pack-a-Punch is.
Yeah. Also, too, the gun you just saw Kotz using from his perspective, the sniper rifle, kind of futuristic-y. It's called the Scavenger. It's like a new gun for this map. It basically is like the explosive tip arrows, but way more powerful.
Yes. Much bigger explosion.
It's really good. It's really good.
If you can get him in a group, it's very good.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're getting George, and this is actually where we first killed George for the first time. Lee Ram had the
VR-11, I think.
and he had it Pack-a-Punch. So
Right, and we heard that if you Pack-a-Punch it and kill him in a certain spot, he doesn't come back as a glitch, I guess, or something.
but that is not the truth because he does come back after we kill him.
Yeah, he was gone for like 2 rounds and then came back.
And then the VR-11, I read online after we did this run at night. You shoot him while he's in the water when he's normal, and then it puts him down. But if you shoot him, well, basically when you shoot him, it's gonna flip whatever he is currently. But they said it's actually random. He might go away for 2 rounds, or come back at the next round.
Okay.
You know, so it's kind of random.
So here you can see he actually just spawned, and it wasn't even at the beginning of the round that he spawned. We were actually into it a little bit.
Oh
when
yeah,
he
now
spawned.
that's when everything got messed up.
That started screwing us over, but we actually survived. So
It's really impressive how we survived too. All communication. If you look, everybody just kind of goes into the pool and just starts shooting them.
it's good and bad because it becomes so difficult to see.
Can't see anything.
The
It's
ice
bad.
starts overwhelming your screen.
Yeah. But I think by 14, you got at least 2 people have to have the alien blaster, right?
Correct.
Yeah, he definitely. And you tell them about your tip about when to go to the box because you want to get the most use out of the ammo.
I usually go and maybe have 2
20
reloads left.
2 reloads left, yeah. Instead of people who I'm just going to Pack-a-Punch it on a full clip. That's bad, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Kino. We waited until we used up all our ammo.
Right, then Pack-a-Punch it.
Although I find the zombies on this map a lot harder to kill for some reason.
They seem stronger.
They seem a lot stronger. It was taking 2 and 3 shots from the alien blaster sometimes.
And I mean, round 14, the zombies actually started becoming almost overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're playing 4 people instead of 3. That might have been the reason, but we did have an extra help, and Drake was actually quite good.
Yeah, he did help us a lot.
Yeah, he was great, actually. Who just went down? Was Drake? Or was that me?
Let's see. That was you, I
That was
believe.
me.
Yeah, that was you.
Of course it was wrong.
No, that's Camel.
That's
No,
Camel?
it's lies.
It's not, this is when he got off of
Lies
babysitting
and
duty.
slander.
I think that's when you got hit and you dropped
it's
over
me.
the edge.
That was me. It was me.
That was you?
Yeah, it was Buffy.
That's right.
Basically the strategy, if we're just going to recap it real quick. So you start off normal, and you don't really build barriers because there's really not many at all.
I know, that's another thing. It's like,
Yeah, they got
no
rid of
barrier.
that.
It's like 1 when you start out,
Yeah, it's like it.
and it's like 5 maybe.
And
You can see right there, Drake just went down, so we're going to see. I think this is the area where 2 people actually died.
yeah.
Camel and Drake
That
actually
sucked.
went down. We couldn't get him.
So you basically get to this center spot, get 1 person to babysit George, and have 3 players just mow down the zombies, basically.
Yes.
Leave crawlers again. I think on this map, you get severely punished when you don't leave a crawler. You get severely because it's too big to
Everything's
get
so
anywhere.
far away, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too big to run somewhere and get it.
You can't just run in a circle and replenish your ammo like we did.
No.
in Kino.
And also a big thing you can do too for the game is what you call it, the perks. Juggernaut is still great. I'm trying to think of something else. Is there anything else? No, you just
Speed reload.
speed reload's really good.
Since
Important.
nothing takes your perks unless you die,
Yeah.
or go down, I should say, I would recommend getting speed reload. Those are really the only 2 I use.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of. Oh, you'll get death machines, and please get them. I think we survived because of the death machine a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Death Machine is awesome.
Yeah, death
But
machine
if
lethal.
you get it, you gotta say get some
Yeah,
the whole time.
and don't have 2 people run after it. Kind of like say I'm going for it. You know.
You can see right here, all 3 of us are actually in this back part because it just becomes overwhelming.
Yeah, but like you said, that's also a key to every zombie map is communication.
Yep.
Everything. I mean, you can be an okay team, but if y'all actually saying communicating, you know. And the VR-11, if you shoot somebody like a group of zombies, if you hit one, he actually turns into a human and they chase him. So it kind of helps. I think we could have got farther.
Yeah.
100%.
We just did stupid things.
We did stupid things. Also, guys, post below if you feel there's better ways to tweak the strategy, and or post your video responses if you feel that you've got farther. What else?
We actually should have been using the circle method when we got to this level.
There's no thunder gun in this, is there?
There's no thunder
No.
gun.
Oh man.
VR.
Yeah, you
I
would
think
think.
takes that place.
You would think
It's
the thunder
definitely
gun.
not as good as the thunder gun.
No,
Of course not.
because I shot it a couple times and I felt like it did nothing. You know?
Thunder gun was rape sauce.
Yeah, thunder gun was incredible because it keeps them off.
So when you pack a punch it, what does it do?
It just, I read about it. It just makes it stronger. It gives it more attributes.
Probably more ammo.
It's also more of a support weapon. Like you can shoot somebody and the zombies won't look at him, so they can revive him. You know? But in all honesty, I think the thunder gun takes the cake. You know? I love that it pushes all the zombies away. That's really when you get killed is when they jump on you.
Hopefully with the next map pack, they'll bring that back.
Mm-hmm.
And Liram actually heard they actually have another map pack after the one that has not been released yet.
Yeah, it's actually leaked. The newest zombie map pack after Shangri-La is going to actually be, I think, firing range. So it's cool. They're actually going with smaller maps, I think.
I just can't believe there's gonna be another map pack.
Yeah, and they say it's the last one, but I doubt it.
Firing range, it could be cool.
Could be very cool, you know? I'm actually really looking forward to having a smaller map.
So here we go. We're basically showing you the same thing, and this is where Camel went down, and we told him to just drop over the edge right there.
Yeah, I got caught in between two of them. Trapped me. I was looking at something else, and then two of them trapped me.
This is actually where two people go down, and we can't save them. But you can see, what I'm doing basically. I'm just doing
Keep moving.
serpentine
Yeah, that's
patterns,
it.
basically.
Do not put your back to anything. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah.
Serpentine
Don't.
pattern.
The only reason we put our back to the water is because you can keep going deeper.
So
in the
he
water.
was in trouble. So I'm going back by the slide. I'm gonna take the
I
slide
like the
down.
Russian dolls back there. I like that.
I love the Russian doll.
I should have got
Goodbye.
that a lot sooner, but
Goodbye. That's another thing, guys. I make a big mistake. I hold on to too much of my money. Spend the money, right?
Yeah.
It's there to be used to help you stay alive.
Yeah,
Good
oh, that's
grenade.
awesome. I love
Great
that.
grenade.
I think I actually took out about 5 or 6 of them with that too.
I know. That was awesome.
They were all in a line.
Yeah, see, we just missed Drake there. There was no way. I think we were smart not going after the people because they were going to die. You know?
We were smart, but we were stupid and sitting up here for too long.
That's what killed us.
It should have just been get the Juggernaut, not the box.
Yeah, well, we spent some time here, and the first thing he got back was the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
The L96 was the first thing you picked up, remember?
I know. And I was actually killing, and then I got the G11 right after.
First of all, it's incredibly rare. I can't believe how long we lasted up here.
I had to
We
had to
did
do
last.
some maneuvering to get it, but I got it.
We did last a long time.
I actually felt like we were in a zombie movie at this point because all the whole time we were all just screaming, "We got to get out of here!" You know. But definitely don't hang out here too long. It's horrible. It's so bad, you know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other strategy points.
We basically just backed ourselves into a corner.
I think John keeps saying he loves Jews.
Yes, he loves Jews. You see, what are you, Cots? The only one alive?
Yeah, I'm the only one.
You had to
alive.
leave. And look, he's not doing something bad. Cots had to leave. There was no way he was going to revive any of us. And even if he revived one of us, without Juggernaut, we were going to go straight back down.
I actually think I could have survived this entire round, but I've noticed, and actually showed Camel, I get hit by 2 zombies at the
Yeah,
same time.
That was weird.
That's it.
And the one that hits me, if you look right before it hits me, it's really far away from me.
It's weird.
But it
Let's
says
go
that
look.
it hits me.
I also don't like how, I think with 4 people, I think all the zombies are harder and there's more of them.
Yes.
I think 4. That's why I think the world records are kind of held by 2 people.
If you look,
Oh, come near
it's
the
going to
end.
be on your left-hand side. You'll see 2 zombies kind of far. I know one of them could have got to me. But,
I don't even understand how you died right there. But anyhow, guys, thanks for watching 3 Dudes That Game again.